Let's take a moment and introduce everyone. At your leave, Grace. Please tell me she's here.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, good. As you would. Totally ruined my moment.
Sorry.
Oh, man.
So, introduce everyone.
Yes.
It's your show now.
Tonight we have the wonderful Fox Sharp-Eyed Kitsune. We have Fakey and Mr. P from Modern Poets. And we have Nickley from Nickley 3.
Hello.
A forge master, a couple of scholars, and a bard.
Yes.
Sounds like fun.
Okay.
And who shall everyone be playing this evening?
My hands
I
are
know you guys
freezing.
are out there, totally ruining my moment. Was I the only one prepared to speak tonight?
We have to talk for this?
Yes! You have to talk for this!
Of course you have to talk for this.
Grace, why don't you give us an overview of the world?
Alright. Welcome to the world of Leonis. And here in the Eastern Kingdom, and all over the world, there's been a catastrophe of sorts. A slow-burning catastrophe. Somehow, we don't know why, the god of death has disappeared. The dead are rising, and no one is being born. As you can imagine, that's a bit of a problem. And to top all that off,
To top all that off, she's stuck with the four of us.
the walking undead are carrying plague, ruining crops, killing cattle, all sorts of problems. And they are sacking towns as they grow restless, as they wander. Our adventure starts in the city of Sorcelhold, where a grumpy old wizard has summoned some acquaintances to call in a favor of sorts. The details which you don't know yet.
And who are those adventurers being called in for a favor?
We have Arok, the drow apprentice of this grumpy old wizard. He is a very sneaky sort of fellow. We have Gorung, a former soldier half-orc, whose rage is sharper than his axe. We have Medijin, the gold dragonborn druid, long separated from his clan. And we have Perrin Bushgatherer, a half-elf, halfling monk, with two students from his monastery, Elira and Vitri.
And which character corresponds to which player? If you all
I
would
hide
please
these?
take a moment to introduce yourselves, since you've all been so wonderfully quiet.
This is the voice of Mick. I will be playing Gorung.
And Gorung is a half-orc barbarian? Is that right?
He is.
Alright. So Gorung will be played by Mick.
Fakey,
Fakey.
Mr. P, are you present?
Are you guys there? Did they break something? They might have broken something. Right. So Fakey will be playing Medijin Norvoth, the gold dragonborn druid from far to the east, desertborn, in fact. Mr. Poet will be playing Balrock a Dragoon, the wizard's, well, I hesitate to say apprentice, more housekeeper,
Yes. Somewhere in between there.
hoping to earn his freedom from, well, the individual who bought off his debt. And then, of course, yours truly, Perrin Brushgather, halfling monk, and, well, instructor at the Basenvilos Monastery outside of Sorcelhold. A pleasure to make all of your acquaintances. Perrin is accompanied by two of his students, a young boy by the name of Vitri and a young girl by the name of Elira, both of whom, it should be noted, are quite literally children. And yet, per the code of the monastery, are instructed to venture out with Perrin to see what it is that the wizard would ask him to do. The ultimate fates of the children are Perrin's to decide. And for a bit of added spice, they're well aware of the dangers that present them here in the world. So, shall we play?
Can you hear us now?
Yes! Hi!
Okay.
Welcome in!
There you
Huzzah!
are.
We were being our usual selves and not shutting up, but you didn't hear a word we said.
That's true.
What was wrong?
Nothing. It's been working fine all day. I just didn't want to work, so I just left
We had to
Discord
reboot
and
it.
redo it.
Well, welcome back. Welcome in.
Thank you.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourselves then?
Sure, I'm Fakey, and I will be playing the character, the gold dragonborn druid, Medijan Norval, long separated from my clan.
And I'm Mr. P, modern poet, and I'm going to be playing Balrock the Drow. Nice that I'm considered a servant. I liked the other one better, but still.
You like to think of yourself as a
Yeah, definitely looking forward to this, guys. Sorry the voice wasn't working. We didn't shut up the whole beginning.
Oops.
And here I thought that I had just air quote accidentally muted you. Right. So, the party's level 3, by the way. Right. We haven't gotten to that yet. And from this point forward, unfortunately, I will not be keeping up with chat. I leave you in the capable hands of the keepers. To anyone out there coming in, or that has been resting already, please enjoy the show.
Yes,
I know.
Well, Kitty's in charge of our channel.
3, right? Alright. So,
To be fair, it did sound like you said 30.
where are we? What time of day is it? All of that good stuff. The world and the floor are yours, Game Master.
It is.
This is gonna be so weird for me.
You all meet in a tavern. No, I'm
I need to
kidding.
get used to this.
Yeah, yes. Classic.
Alright. So you all arrive, one by one, at the Pax Arcana, where Telerim the wizard told you all to meet him. I imagine Balrock probably would have arrived first. Perrin shortly following.
Mm.
And Gorung and Medijin eventually trickling in. And you meet him in the library of the Pax Arcana.
Am I familiar with the library of the Baxter Common?
You are. It is a tall room with a balcony, books lining every wall. The air hangs with that distinct smell of old books and pipe tobacco.
Ooh.
There's a distinct ticking of a clock just faintly going in the background.
Nice bubble.
Along
It's
with
a good one.
the constant mumbling grumbling of a disgruntled wizard, of which, Balrock, you have grown well accustomed. Good, you all made it.
I'll try not
Hope
to
you all
fall.
got here safely. All in one place, I see.
I have instructed Vitri and Elira to sit beneath the table, near where I'm sitting on the table, out of sight, out of mind, as good children should be.
All right.
And I am Telgrim's favorite tea.
And as a halfling, I have to sit on the table, so I'm doing precisely that.
My polite greetings to you all.
I trudge in and sit down heavily.
You're all seated around the table in a little cranny off to one side of the library. Where did it go? Where did it go? Starts passing a finger over books lining one wall as if looking for something before pulls it out, dust bangs it against his palm a couple of times, trying to shake off the dust before slamming it on the table and start flipping through it with gusto. Now the reason I've brought you all here is because I have a little favor to ask.
Perrin says nothing.
As I'm sure you're all aware, death is nowhere to be found. I have a theory on something that may help, but my colleagues, and he says this loudly almost as if be heard by someone who's not there. Think it's not worth the trouble. Death wasn't always as reclusive as she was now. She used to be very active in our world. In fact, she used to have her own order.
Of which you are a part, no doubt.
The reason I mention is because it is said that on rare occasions, death would hand out a boon to mortals for deeds done in her name. I may have uncovered where one of these resides.
And how would you have come across such information?
Well, it just so happens some of my colleagues are very acquainted with the realms of death.
Is Goron armed?
I'm always armed.
Let me rephrase that. Are you obviously armed?
Well, I've got my axe hanging off my hip, so yeah.
Okay. So when Tellerin says, "I have colleagues who are acquainted with death," Perrin just looks at the orc. Doesn't say a word, just looks at the orc.
Alright. So Tellerim finds the place he was looking for in the book. It turns out to be a map of a forest area. This right here, and he pulls his gnarled finger across the map before stopping in one location. Just a dot on the map. This right here, I believe, is the location of a crypt that was once run by her order. And it is said in this crypt lies many treasures. So I'm sure at least some of you will find this trip quite profitable.
And for the rest of us?
And for the rest of us, well, one way to find out. Now, this particular crypt is said to hold the remains of the leader of one of her orders at one point. Many, many, many years ago, a mortal man, helped Death herself slay a lich, and as thanks, she gifted him a boon. I don't know if any of you have ever in your life come across something gifted by a god. But if you examine these things, they have a certain, what's the word? Signature? My thought is, if you can retrieve this,
Oh man.
maybe we can find her.
I'm going to start copying this map where that he's pointing at.
Alright.
So Perrin takes a deep breath and closes his eyes for a second and says, as merchants hawk their wares, it is the cunning rat who takes the greatest bounty. In short, Telrin, what's in it for me?
Well, as I said, I'm sure nobles and merchants would have been buried with a fortune if they could afford it.
I'm just gonna keep staring at him until he realizes who he's talking to.
I believe Perrin wants you to make a bit more sweet, the deal.
Alright.
So
Perhaps
there's
bit
a
more motivation.
there's a pause, and then Perrin turns to look at the dragon. Looks at Tellerin. Looks back at the dragon. I'm aware that my name is somewhat obvious, but I'm still impressed.
Wait, what?
Perrin hadn't introduced himself. Perrin did not say a word when the others walked in. It's a very obvious halfling name. It would be very easy for Medigen to be like, that's Perrin, but still.
Sorry, Kit, you're just a little quiet.
Am I? I was looking away from the microphone. Sorry.
Oops.
Anywho.
Oh boy.
Well, aside from the debt you already owe, I'm sure I could pad things a little bit more if you're not satisfied.
It's not about personal satisfaction, Magister. It's simply you're asking us to delve into a crypt given the current epidemic to find a link to death. I'm guessing that there's going to be a step 2 involved.
Step 2 is to return it to the Pax Arcana.
Mm-hmm. And while we do owe you a favor, Tellerin, I don't believe using your workshop equates to putting my life on the line in front of undead hordes. What exactly are you going to do to me if I refuse?
He just gives you the flattest look.
I'm going to start giving the very evil red eyes to Perrin.
Very well. If you are not so inclined to go on this adventure, I cannot force you. But, given that, my other colleagues will be down a person, and who knows what dangers lie await.
Clever. And he taps the table twice with his foot and says, Vitri, would you mind?
Yes, sir?
And Vitri pops out from under the table. And Perrin looks at Tellerin, looks back at Vitri, looks back at Tellerin. Either you're going to be babysitting while I'm gone, which I know you'll enjoy so much, Magister, or, more likely, you'll be covering any necessary arrangements for 2 additional parties.
Tellerin
Not get my
pitches.
room.
What?
He does not get my room.
Tellerin pinches the bridge of his nose. Very well, very well.
This one is from Red Set Sound, and the one currently reading. What do you have there, Elira?
Um, it's just some histories I copied down from the scriptorium.
The one broadening her perspective is from here in Sorcelhold. Neither of them have family to speak of, but even still, they should be honored in their own way if something were to happen, while we graciously honor your request, Magister. Basically, he's saying you're going to pay for funerals for them.
Yes, yes.
And Perrin nods. He seems satisfied. Looks at Vitri and says, and just like jerks his head to back under the table, like get.
Ow!
I'm going to write up a quick contract in my book, tear off the sheet, and hand it to Perrin to sign.
I'm gonna pass it to the orc because I want to see if he can read.
What is this nonsense? What do I do with this thing? Wipe my bum?
You eat it.
I tear off a corner of it and shove it in my mouth.
I just look back at Tellerin and my face is just, really?
Once again, pinching the bridge of his nose.
At the risk of sounding disinterested, your quabbles mean nothing to me, and my motivation is very high to do this, so let's get on with it.
Sir, what are you sending me with?
Heroes. They're found
Where?
in unlikely of places.
I'm sending you several miles south of Morgan's Folly. Are you familiar with that place?
So I guess we're going here.
Is he asking only Balrog or all of us?
All of you.
Of course.
Passingly.
Passingly.
All right.
I
I
just
suggest-
smirk at the dragon.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Halfling.
You, I approve of.
Half elf.
I suggest you prepare yourself for tomorrow's journey.
And I trust you'll be providing us with transportation.
To the forest?
Or the roads.
On the roads, yes, but once you get to the forest, you'll have a hard time getting a cart between the trees.
Perrin stretches and gets off the table. Are we to leave immediately?
In the morning, I suggest you prepare yourself, you retrieve whatever provisions you need.
And what accommodations have you prepared for us?
Which
He lets off this short sigh.
Perrin's a shit.
There is a
No, some
small,
cheap stables, sir.
there is a small inn several blocks north of here. If you tell them I sent you, I'm sure you can get a reasonable rate.
How very noble of you. With as much vitriol as I can muster in that statement.
I stand up and start to leave the building.
I follow quickly behind.
I wait for them to leave, and then I look at Tellerin and I say, "You keep very interesting company, Magister. On a personal note, it's nice
I'm
that
aware.
you're doing well."
And I could
You're well
not.
too.
I'm aware that there's an exchange happening between Halfling and him. I couldn't be interested.
Oh, I'm not being quiet.
I'm going to start cleaning up Telrin's cups and whatever else mess he just made.
Well, I don't know if anyone else touched the cups, but Tellerim is still drinking his.
I would almost guarantee that Elira has one.
Enjoy that whiskey in there. I said specialty, didn't I? Oops.
So Perrin takes the cup and sniffs it and sighs.
You finished it, didn't you, Elira?
It was good.
Do I need to make a Constitution save? Because I know she drinks, but I don't know if she drinks straight whiskey in the afternoon.
Whiskey and tea.
Do I need to make a con check for her?
It depends. How much did you put in there?
It's for Telgrim.
Tellerim.
Yeah, go ahead and make that.
Oh,
God damn it.
shit. Alright.
We are talking about someone who I have had to put to bed quite a few times the past couple of weeks.
One more roll. Ew.
Ouch.
He doesn't look too good.
So Perrin sighs.
It is not to the point of sickness, but she doesn't look too good.
Yeah. So Perrin looks at Elira, looks at Vitri, grabs one of her arms and puts it over her shoulder because he's smaller than she is. And then he looks at Tellerin and he says,
Luckily for you, she has a change of clothes.
and just leaves.
God damn it. We just started and someone's already fucking drunk.
Tellerim just looks at you, Balrog, and says, I thought I told you not to add the whiskey when there's company.
You asked for tea.
Never mind. Get going.
Start cleaning up the rest of the cups. Saving the tea for later.
Ew.
Well, no one else touched it besides her and him.
Fair. So, reheated tea is gross.
He is gross, but I digress.
Reheated tea and whiskey is not.
Fair.
Look, I live with an alcoholic wizard. Come on.
Now, refrigerated tea, you can make some nice iced tea.
He just makes a...
I think I probably need to keep this unmuted so they can hear when I laugh.
And,
Shit.
drunk arcane casting. drunk cane casting.
Oh boy.
Starting this realm's first AA.
I mean, I'm going straight to the end. I'm gonna put Elira down for a nap.
Alright.
I'm already hastily heading that way. Said it was only a few blocks.
Yeah, a couple of blocks north of the Pax Arcana.
Probably outside of the Pax Arcana. Perrin just piggybacks her completely and just runs. Because he's quick.
On the whole way back, I'm just going to be going to tell him, what heroes? Just shaking my head.
I'm torn between trying to observe my surroundings around me and see if there's anything that I can make use out of, as far as being a druid, and being less than a social creature. I'm having a bit of a hard time getting used to traveling with some new companions.
Well, you see a halfling carrying a human that's more or less passed out, jogging past you as if it's not a big deal. So there's that.
Oh man.
So
In fact,
are you all...
he's probably yelling at Vitri to keep up.
Vitri has actually turned this into a race.
Oh, well, see, now I have to roll strength. Or athletics, I guess. And I probably have disadvantage because I'm carrying Alira.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Alright. 14.
Now let's see.
You want me to roll for Vitri, or you want to do it?
I'll do it.
Okay. Athletics is strength based, so I think I got him.
Do I see this?
You live in the Pax Arcana, so probably not.
Dang.
Ah! Get bent, Vitri.
I was totally going to feather fall him so he's lifted up so he's not running anywhere.
That's not how Featherfall works.
Levitate.
So yeah, so you see this Medigen. You see like the little boy from before just go running past you laughing, and then he like slides his foot on the ground or something, and then you see the girl, and then you realize she's passed out, and Perrin is just laps him and just bolts up the street like Goku.
At first, I'm a bit irritated, and then I decide, but to myself, maybe I'm being a bit too hard on these people and let them have some fun and be amused for once.
What heroes?
You're not there.
I'll be saying that till I start packing up my stuff at night.
Fair enough. Just punctuating voiceover. What heroes? Feature falls in the mud. What hero?
What heroes?
That's the name of this episode. What heroes?
I like it. Alright, so do you all meet up at the inn then?
No, I go straight to my room.
Yeah, same.
Thing.
Alright.
I'm doing my last bit of a cleaning, arranging for whoever's taking over for me, and preparing my books and writing utensils and everything that I take with me, and all my weapons, and seeing that I don't sleep. Pretty much up all night just going, what heroes?
I get one room for each of us, so we have 3 rooms, and I tell the inn that Telleran's covering it.
What a
Okay.
jerk move.
I'm secretly pretty amused by the halfling trick.
The jerk move is the dude has money and I don't.
I would like to inherit some of his money someday, thank you. Don't spend it all.
Certainly have misgivings about your station, huh, Bell?
Shh. It all depends how this goes.
But yeah, I'm gonna tell Vitri and Alira to I'm gonna tell Alira to make sure her sword is sharpened, and I'm gonna tell both of them to do their stretches but not do morning training because we need to go.
Okay. Before the morning, is there anything you guys want to do? Anything you want to buy or?
I would like to talk to Telram.
Alright. You find him in his study, grumbling as always.
Ugh.
What's new? Sir?
Yeah, yes. Ugh. Stands up stiffly.
I don't want to be too harsh, but is there anything that you can send with us that might increase our chances of not coming back again?
Increase your chances of not coming back again.
We don't exactly have a powerful group here.
Let me see what I got. So he walks past you out the door into another room, starts shuffling through a chest of drawers, Where'd the little thing go? It's tossing things to the side.
It pulls out a white stone with a blue rune in it. This will take you back to the last inn you rested at.
Pulls out a homeward bone.
Well, yeah, I said a hearthstone. Okay.
Pulls out a dead rat and tells me it's magical.
He actually pulls out a little brass ball looking thing with a couple of little etchings in it.
Okay, so I'm gonna write down little brass balls.
And as he
Hey, brass
approaches Balrog, you hear "Bearer of the curse." Sorry. I'll behave.
A little brass ball with etchings on it. You get into trouble, you throw this on the ground. That should help you considerably. But don't use it unless you need to use it. Puts it in your hand, closes your fist around it.
Thank you, and I hope to see you again after this. What heroes?
Really just
For
a
the
fancy
first
looking
time-
pop rock.
For the first time in several weeks, you think you see the faintest of smiles. I hope to meet again too.
I got him to smile.
Perception check.
I feel like either one of two things is going to happen. Either by the end of this campaign, Balrog is going to be saying, "What heroes?"
Or he's gonna be going, "Those heroes."
Yes. Balrog has a catchphrase, ladies and gentlemen. Meanwhile, Tellerin gave him a bath bomb and told him that the magic was inside him all along. I'm terrible. I'm sorry. I'm ruining your scene.
Hey, all I can say is the one with the broken balls now has brass balls.
I want to find the orc.
Interaction.
Huh?
This will be an interesting interaction.
Like late at night, like once the kids are asleep and once I've done like my evening meditation, I want to I don't want to go too far. Like if he's not around the inn, I'm not gonna like go off looking for him. But I just want to look around the inn. I'm gonna look around any of the open rooms, and I'm gonna look around like the stables. And I just want to see if I see him.
I'm sorry, I missed the last bit of that.
I'm not gonna go out in the city looking for him, but if he's around the inn, I want to find Goran. Goran.
Alright. Gorung, are you free?
I'm so entranced with keeping my tools ready to go. Like I'm just sitting and sharpening my axe.
Are you at the inn?
Yeah, I'm in my room. Like door shut.
Is the door open?
In my room.
Oh, the door's shut. Okay. Then I don't know where he is. So, okay. I'll give it a once over, and then if I don't see him, I just leave. Go back to bed.
There will be other times.
So yeah, I'm good till morning.
Alright.
Lyra puking all night?
Alira's asleep.
Passed out. Okay.
Let's just say that Alira being drunk is not unheard of to Perrin.
I'm going to make extra sure that I pack that flask of wine in a drawer and not bring it.
So next day.
Yes. Sun sets, sun rises. It's a new day. Birds are chirping. Dogs are barking. Streets are stinking. Like that, you know?
Before I leave the castle to head to the inn to meet the others, I'm going to make Telrum's favorite breakfast and put it in his study.
Seriously thought you were going to say take it to him in bed, but regardless.
With that, he seems very pleased. Be careful now.
I will, sir.
I'm sparring with Vitri out in front of the inn.
Okay.
I'm having a bit of food and quiet contemplation.
Is there any supplies anyone wants to pick up? Sights to see, people to talk to?
I want to get moving on this adventure here. It means a lot for me to finish this.
I went and I got Alira's new clothes last night.
Okay. Go ahead and mark that down then.
Making sure that I have enough paper and books and what's that called? Coal to write with, and
All right.
I head out and start walking to our meeting place and keeping an eye out for anyone who seems interesting.
I think we're already at the meeting place except for Balrog.
Yeah, Balrog just needs to arrive at the inn.
I'm assuming Telrum gave me the instructions where we're meeting up for these transportation?
Yep.
I see Perrin first, right?
Yep, me and Vitri are sparring outside the inn, and Alira is sitting nearby sharpening her sword.
Ah, the great heroes.
Hmm.
We are to meet. Grace, I have to give it to you because you didn't tell me where.
At the inn.
We're to meet here. We will have transportation to the woods, and then we'll journey to Morgan's Folly. Where are the others?
Asleep, I would imagine.
This late?
I'm awake. Just simply enjoying a bit of food.
You sitting outside watching us fight?
Yes.
Probably getting amusement out of it.
A bit.
I think I'm probably getting the most amusement out of it.
Oh, so none of you are asleep.
Then
Good.
never mind what
Let's
I just
go. Has the carriage arrived? The cart? The mule? The...
About 10 minutes after you all have gathered up, cart arrives. A younger woman driving it. It's driven by just a simple horse, stocky workhorse looking fella.
Fitting transportation for great heroes. Let's go.
Are you the hero?
Can I grab him?
Of course.
Like, can I just like grab Balrog by the arm when he tries to walk away?
Of course.
And yeah, as the kids are climbing the back of the cart, I look up at Balrog and I say,
Even when forged in adversity, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link.
I'll take that into consideration, half-elf.
I'm not calling you a weakling. I am simply stating that we're all in this together.
and I let go of his arm.
I'll just board.
I make sure Vitri is not setting shotgun this time.
All right.
Oh,
Who is
poor
sitting
Dimitri.
shotgun?
That depends. Is there a crossbow?
It's just a basic cart, right?
It's just a cart with a person.
Tow cart?
Is Balrog not driving us?
No. We have a
Oh.
female driver.
Is she taking us? Okay.
She's taking us to the edge of the woods.
I mean, I'll sit in the back and give the kids a writing assignment.
All right. What assignment do you give them?
I give them my letter, and I tell them to write everybody's name until they've memorized.
Oh,
Okay.
As we leave Saucelhold, I'm going to look back. This is the second home I've had to leave and might not return.
And Perrin looks over Alira's head at him and says, you and everyone else in this cart, what's your point?
I was talking to myself.
And Perrin looks at the orc and says, so, how'd it get you?
money. And a chance at glory.
Glory I can respect, the pursuit of wealth less so.
I
I
don't
take
give a
it-
damn what you respect.
And what do you respect?
I'm going to grin when he says that.
You call yourself a monk, yet you don't know nothing about orcs?
Perrin stretches. I call myself an instructor. What do you value?
An instructor such as yourself must know us orcs value honor and glory above all else.
Honor, tradition, learning, charity, these things are of value to my own order. Yet you've already spoken as if we're enemies. I take it you also value strength and don't see a great deal of it with the likes of me. If Vitri says a word, I'd kick him.
If you look over at Vitri, you'll notice once in a while he's like reaching over and tickling or poking. Either way, he's bothering Elira with the quill when her head is turned. And like
Okay.
I don't look at him, but if he like stifles a giggle when I say that, I just like shush him.
Gotcha.
No, I'm standing in the car staring at the orc who I assume is sitting down.
I would hope so if you're able to see him.
Hello.
The activity of this entire exchange. But not questioning its amusement value.
And I'm just smirking every time the orc's putting the halfling in his place.
Oh my god.
Honor is a thing that everyone keeps. Strength and respect are determined and earned. And you've already judged me.
And you haven't judged me?
The only thing that I judged was your ability to read the written word. For the reason that you're here, I am sure that you're entirely capable. I have far fewer reservations about you than I do the one with red eyes.
Go bother him then.
No, I'm going to bother you because you and I are mostly going to be working together.
I just
Do
stay
you have
sitting there concentrating on myself, trying to shut this halfling out.
Do you have a bow or an obvious ranged weapon?
No ranged weapons.
What I'm trying to get at is in the inevitable sense that we get into a conflict, I need to know who's going to be at my right hand. And looking at everyone's equipment, that seems to be you.
What, you trying to bribe me to be your personal bodyguard?
I could throw you out of this cart if I wanted to. But I don't want to. I want to work with you. More to the point, I want to be aware of your abilities, the same as I want you to be aware of mine, so that we, you and I, can do our best to ensure the success of this mission and the well-being of our fellows gathered here, especially mine.
I will not eat your students as soup if that's what you're wondering.
I'm more concerned if you can get it between them and an arrow in time.
Suppose that remains to be seen.
I'll give you this. That was a very wise observation.
Your parents expect that.
At about this point, you guys have hit the more wooded part of the road. By the look of things, it shouldn't be long now before you get off the cart and have to start walking.
I tell the kids to put their armor on.
I already was in mine.
I'm always in mine.
Nope, that's my alarm. You guys can keep going. I just need a second.
We begin, the happier I am.
Why is there quiet?
I suggest we discuss our roles in this adventure before we get off this and go into a wilderness not knowing who's capable of what.
I am a druid. Shapes.
Sorry, you were a little muffled there, Fakey.
You're super muffled, Faker.
Sorry. I'm a druid and would do forms of my availability to help.
I'll be playing the role of the Guardian. Simple enough.
I'm just going to stare over at Gorong and be like, and just kind of point back and forth in between the orc and the halfling.
Venture makes for strange bedfellows.
Well said.
Has the road been quiet up to this point?
So far, there's occasionally a passing cart, but pretty quiet day.
What type of wildlife would we be seeing?
Occasionally there's some.
You go ahead. I'm just gonna follow up.
Occasionally, there's some wild dogs that are local to the area. There's the usual forest wildlife, birds, deer,
I kind of like my character for this because, like,
bears, if you're unlucky.
I'm keeping to myself a lot. Makes it kind
The
of
little
easy.
bunny rabbit.
Yes, there's little bunny rabbits.
I want to take a minute to capitalize on a lull in the conversation and really give the look around a look, because my trip into town was quiet and now the trip out of town was quiet, and given the state of the things that Perrin has read, he's a little bit concerned. So, you want me to roll perception?
Go for it.
Okay. Well, zombie hordes aren't particularly stealthy, but still, 13 isn't great.
I don't know what this even means.
For those of you playing along at home,
Listening carefully, you actually do hear something a little concerning. You hear crunch. Like the crunching of sticks somewhere behind you.
are we still on the cart?
Yes.
Are we still on the road?
Yes.
I will. I'll look in that direction for one.
Boss, do you hear that?
I'm guessing that was Vitri.
Yeah.
I just put my hand up to him, and
I
I'm
hear
just like looking. I'm just like, probably at this point, I'm like on my feet, frozen. Vitri says that. I hold my hand up to him, and I'm just staring out the back of the cart.
There's a flash of shadow in the nearby trees.
Is it anything that is normal to this area?
How big is it?
Big, person-sized. If
And
anyone
it's
else.
behind us?
Yes.
Okay.
Does anyone else in the party see this?
Perception checks, everyone.
Wisdom, right?
Just click perception. You click persuasion twice. I've rolled perception through persuasion more than once.
You see it on your character?
No. This one?
Yep.
My tablet does not. The screen's dying on my tablet.
Wonder.
Whoa, fake
Holy
crit.
rolls!
That's literally when you hit. I don't know why it did that.
Well, the good news is you crit.
Majorly. Oh my
Jeez,
god.
all right, enough already.
Still rolling.
We get it.
I'm gonna have to do it this way.
All right.
Oh, you rolled for me, right?
There you go.
You already crit.
Yeah, I rolled.
Okay. I didn't know it cleared. I thought it didn't go through.
Oh, it went through like 10 times. You're good.
We're good.
Okay. So, for a minute there, everyone's just staring at that one spot. And there's another flash of shadow jumping between the trees at ground level.
How fast is it moving?
Quickly.
It's following us?
Suddenly, very suddenly, there's a snarl immediately behind you the other way. You turn around and you see a large dog-like person with spots like leaping at the cart with a feral ferocity. I need you guys to roll initiative.
Ooh, combat. Oh, we need to select tokens. Oh, never mind. Wait, no. Did that roll? Did that roll?
Shoot, all the way up top.
Also, you can click on the clock over on the left, Grace, and it'll show the turn order.
Is an issue. There you go. Ah, ignore the
Boom.
second roll.
And the third roll.
Did mine not show up?
Did my roll go through?
I see a 6 for you.
Yeah, I see an 18 for you.
Okay. Mine did go through.
Mine said it didn't go through. Can we get a battle board for this, Chris?
I see Perrin's initiative is 6, Goron is 18, Fakey is 2, and Mr. P is 11.
Yep. Grace?
One moment.
You have it a minute.
Yes.
You move the red ribbon that says players over to the screen that you want.
Not the problem.
Oh. You need to... We need to... If we click on our tokens when we roll initiative, it'll automatically add it to the turn order.
Yeah.
But we can't do that because we can't see our tokens.
Just need a moment.
Hmm?
Did a thing. Because the thing is bugging.
All right, I'll put on some music. I think the situation calls for elevator music.
We should have played that while riding out.
Intermission music.
Well, I know it's only an hour in, but do you want to take a 5 minute so that Grace can recompose?
This should only take a moment.
Okay.
I'm playing Monty Python music.
I'm playing the Jeopardy Think music.
I was just thinking that to myself.
I like how Meg and I had the same idea.
Work, darn you!
What are you trying to do?
Sorry guys, I might have to restart my browser.
Okay, then go do that.
I'm gonna refill my drink then.
I do.
For those of you just tuning in, this is our first episode of this show, and there's always going to be roadblocks, so thank you for bearing with us.
Sorry, folks.
And remember, if the tank dies, it's the healer's fault. If the healer dies, it's the tank's fault. And if the DPS dies, it's their own damn fault.
How rude.
Yes, but accurate. Hi, Misty. We're currently on a slight break because Grace broke everything.
Hi, Misty.
You no work.
What are you trying to do?
Uh,
What are you trying to do?
I'll just do the other thing.
Okay, don't tell me.
I'm trying to pull up a battle map, but it doesn't want to load. So you will have to do with a background.
Fine with me. Hey, Morna. As I said, thanks you all for putting up with this. You know, we're just having some fun putting on a show, and I'm overwhelming our poor little GM. She's on 3 streams at once and doesn't know what to do with herself.
Alright, can you see that? Is that good? Are you
I'm
set? Okay,
I see a forest.
that will have to do.
I awaken at the inn in Razor Hill. For those of you who get that reference, that's hilarious.
Alright.
Yes, Bright has it. Bright has it rightly. Grace gave us all wood. Well done, Grace. You need to
No.
put it on the token layer, dear. There you go. Or the map layer, rather. You fixed it. Well done. I would like a halfling, please.
Yes, hold on. There we go.
2 rogues diverged in a yellow wood.
That was unexpected.
You totally missed my joke, Chris.
I caught it.
I took the one less traveled by.
I said 2 rogues, Fakey.
I heard it.
Oh.
I am apparently massive. Awesome.
I apparently have a skull on my head.
A skull on your head?
It's white hair.
I can't.
I'm guessing this one's you. Because that one's holding an axe, so that's got to be Gorong, who's the smallest of us.
Oh, hey, we're back.
Aaron was a giant for a little while.
You need to assign the tokens so that like we can control them.
Yes. Or
Right.
they should be assigned.
Nope.
That's weird.
I can't touch any of them.
Okay, fixing that.
Stand by.
Yeah, no, I can't either.
You're gonna have to move my guy.
That's what I was going to do. I was going to click on one and move them both, but
Okay, you're
they're both right next to each other. But
you're
Hey, I found me.
you're
a tiny little bug in the corner there.
Woo!
that person.
Where am I going?
Thankful.
Are these in any particular spaces right now?
Oh.
No.
You assigned?
Or 2 key points.
Okay, does
3
everyone have a thing?
reach points. Dunk. Do what now?
Does everyone have a thing?
Yes, I can also move Vitri and Delira. Hooray!
Perfect.
So Vitri has that. And I think they both have an armor class of 15, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Wait, I can move like 4 characters.
That's weird. Alright, so Fakey,
Yes.
Mr. P. Get
Yo.
Nick. Okay, everyone's got a thing.
Yeah.
All right.
So Alira was at the back of the cart. On this, yeah, Avitri was here, and then closer up, so like that, and then Perrin was standing between them, facing the back of the cart. I assume that's correct, Grace.
Yeah, something like that.
Could you put like a square for the cart and like for the road? That'd be nice. What I do when I GM is I just do like shitty little mock-ups. Like I just do like shapes. Like this is the cart. This is the house. This is the table. I am climbing the tree. Hell yeah. And then I'm gonna kick it in the teeth.
Yeah, everything moved.
No, only the characters moved.
The characters moved.
Did you not move them?
No.
No. Oh yeah, they moved.
Let's put you there.
Which way is this cart oriented?
This goes here.
Horsey!
Wow.
We have acquired horse.
We're getting fancy now.
Yeah, we are. Okay, so it goes Alira, Perrin, and Vitri.
I was sitting up there.
Alira was actually like right there, and then Perrin. Yeah, because they were more towards the middle of the cart.
Popcorn.
Can't find a good knoll, so you will have to do.
Oh, we're fighting these shit stains. So what you guys can do is remember what your initiative value should be, and then click on your token and roll your initiative again, and it'll put it in the turn order, and then we can set it to be the proper value. So, like for instance, I do that, and then it appears on here, and I can set it to 6.
Oh.
Mr. P is 11.
Fancy.
Yep.
Let's see. I'm gonna have to color fricker.
Huh. Rolled 17 again anyway.
You actually had an 18 the first time.
I know. I'm freaking good at this game.
Yeah, right? And Median had 2. You want me to roll for Alira and Vitri, or will they act on my turn?
They'll act on your turn.
Okay.
This is pretty much the part I've been panicking about. I don't get how to fight.
We'll talk you through it step by step.
Yes.
Good, because I'll need it too.
Luckily, you're going last.
I was about to say your initiative's 2. You're dead last.
Go wrong, however, and better pray that the gnolls roll well.
There we go.
What's the matter now?
The gnolls don't want to roll.
Oh no, you can't. You have to just click on the cogwheel and click add, and then just write the word gnolls, and then just roll their initiative like manually, and then input that number. There you go.
So they're after Mickey. If I see that roll right, the roll says 2 here.
Yeah, the roll says 2 for me too, but It comes down to who has higher dex.
What's your dex?
Is
Second one on the character sheet.
I'm having way too much fun just
Hold on
spinning
one
my
second.
character.
1. No, 12.
12.
I think Knowles have higher dex.
14.
I think. Yeah.
14.
So what's this mean?
So that means you're going after the gnolls, which actually works in your favor because they'll react, and then you get to react to their movement.
No, it won't add it automatically, but then you just click. No, you had it, Grace. Put that back in and then just click on the number and set it to 2.
Gotcha.
And then set it into descending order.
So what are these red, green, and blue bars that each of our characters has?
They can represent whatever you want. I did green for my health bar, and then the other 2 are my class resources. So one is my rage, one is my key.
Exactly.
Here you go, Grace. You fixed it. Well done.
Fixed it. But yes, Gorung, you get to go first.
So basically, what happens, Mick? Can you is that where the gnolls are?
Actually, they'd be a little bit further back.
So, the way combat works, chat as well as those of you who are playing, is you have phases. Time freezes when combat begins, and each round, so every time it goes back to Mick, is a span of 6 seconds in real time. During that time, we all act at once, but our initiative determines who goes first for the sake of reactions, as well as the ever-evolving battlefield, things like that. So on your turn, you can move up to your speed for free unless otherwise modified, meaning difficult terrain, your feet are bound, whatever. You could then use your action, if you want, to move again, or do something else. Use an item, operate a device, swing an axe, whatever. Then you get things called bonus actions. You get 1 bonus action per turn. It will clearly denote you can do this as a bonus action. It just means you can do an extra thing. It doesn't count as an action, and you can use it on your turn. And that's that's the first part of combat. So, Mick, do you want to move?
Awesome.
How much movement does it cost him to get out of the cart?
Not a lot.
5 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your speed currently?
30.
30. So each square denotes 5 feet. So you have to use an extra one to get out of the cart. So this is 10, 15, 20. You could easily get to that knoll. Or you could go all the way here, 20 there, 25 there. That will get you.
Smack in the middle of them.
Yeah. But passing this guy, he's going to swing at you. Okay, so you're going into melee range with the first bro. Okay. Now you have your action. You can swing your sword at him. You can spit in his face. You could kick him in the nuts. Whatever you want to do. Bear in mind, you are a barbarian. Your special ability has to be activated. It is a bonus action. So you need to say, I want to rage before you attack, otherwise the modifiers won't be applied.
Yes.
You don't want to rage.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, then go ahead and roll your attack.
And then you just click on your axe. Do you make us use an action to draw weapons? Okay. So you go into your 16. Does a 16 hit?
A 16 does hit.
A 16 hit. So click on the word battle axe. No, click on like in the chat log. Click on the word battle axe. So 2 damage. Oof. You twatted a knoll for 2 damage. Yay!
Okay. Is that it? All right.
Volatile reaction.
Then it is Balrog's turn.
Right. I'm going to hop out. Are these trees really here or no?
Nah.
All right. Then I'm going to hide right behind the horse
Okay.
Fuck, I forgot to turn my mic
and
back on.
use my light crossbow on this one up, the top one.
This one?
Yep.
All right. Roll to hit.
Ooh. He's going before they do, so he gets sneak attack.
That he does.
Yep.
Remind me what the sneak attack.
It's already it's added
It's
in this.
I already factored it into his crossbow, Grace.
Okay.
18
So
points
that's-
of damage.
18 points.
Nice.
Plus,
You'll
I
you
get
line
8.
up. What?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You'll line up your crossbow, take aim, and just take a shot right into his shoulder. A splurt.
Now, I get a free action
What?
every
What?
turn for
Dash, disengage, and dodge?
nope to hide.
Oh, you dash, disengage, and hide.
I get a free action to hide.
What? Let me. You do that, Grace. I'll take a look at his sheet.
I wouldn't
Grace.
say you can hide under a horse.
Oh yeah.
because
I was going to hide
There,
right in the
under a
corner
horse.
here.
You can hide.
Right here, if that's
Here.
cool.
You can hide here. Okay.
Right where I am. Dead behind, so that's hidden behind the cart. Yes,
Yeah.
no?
Yeah. Is that it?
That's my actions.
All right. Okay, you're up.
One
Karen's
second.
turn.
I'm helping Mick.
Is everyone having fun?
Yes.
I am.
Yep.
Mick, what's the? I know that. I was trying to remember a hand axe. I think it's 1d6.
Okay.
And javelins, I have no idea.
Pull that up.
But there you go. Okay. That's up to Grace.
Yeah, you can redo that if it worked.
It just hadn't been put in, Grace. So 10 instead of 2. I assume you're using it one-handed? Yes. Okay. So looking around at this, those are the only 3 knolls that I see.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Second question, do I know what these are?
Fuck, I keep forgetting to unmute my stream mic.
Make an intelligence check.
Rip.
History?
Yeah, that makes sense. History. You do not see any more. You recognize these as being gnolls, but you don't know much beyond that.
Okay. So I assume this part of the cart is raised?
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump up on top of that.
And in the immortal words of Grog Strongjaw, I would like to rage.
Nice. Do so.
So Perrin gets very still, and then as his heel comes down on the cart, there's just this impact that's like blows the dust off of the cart. His hand goes into his pouch and he pulls out 3 darts. And I want to spend a point of key. And I want to throw 1 dart at each gnoll.
Okay.
So the gnoll currently squaring off with Gorung. 18 to hit. Never mind. How do you do flanking? How do you do flanking?
Still trying to figure out flanking, so for the moment, let's ignore it.
Fair enough. The topmost gnoll that hit. Grace?
Yes?
Does a
Did you not
17
hear
hit.
Yes.
And the back gnoll.
Yes.
First dart. 7. Top dart. 6. Back dart. 5. And then I want to use the rest of my movement. See, I move 10 feet. So I have 25 more feet of movement. Yeah, I want to get right up there.
One moment.
Right here.
Alright.
And no boy is more than welcome to take a reactionary shot at me if he wants to.
You will do so.
Oh! Each of those is +2. So it's 9, 8, and 7. Because I'm raging, and it's a strength-based attack.
Hate the number.
Popcorn. Don't mind me. I'm just sitting here eating my popcorn during this battle. Whoops.
There we go.
We cool?
There we go. Now it's working. Alright. So you sink a dart into the one, you sink a dart in... What?
Yeah, go ahead.
You sink a dart into the one Goring just, wailed into with his axe. It just reels back for a moment in pain. The other 2 darts go and sink right into their targets. He is going to take opportunity attack and fails miserably.
Get himself.
Just falls on his ass.
He just
What are
whacked.
they fighting with? What weapons are they using?
2 of them has clubs. The other one has some sort of sword. It looks like.
Okay. Can I just kick the sword out of his hand since he rolled a 1? Don't worry about it. Alright. That's my turn.
All right. Medigen. No, it's the Knoll's turn.
It's the Knoll's turn.
Yes.
Oh,
Really?
the kids didn't go.
Oh, correction. Kids.
I was just gonna ask, did they go on your turn or what?
Yeah, they go on my turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Lyra is gonna go here and try to stab the Knoll with her sword. Which is... She's proficient with it.
Huh?
So roll into 20 plus 1. 12.
That is a swing and a miss.
And Perrin is going to start to get out of the cart, but as... Or, Vitri starts to get out of the cart, and as Perrin is running away, he shouts, stay back. So Vitri is going to, like, groan and complain and go over here, but not get out of the cart.
Alright.
Now
Is
it's
that it?
Knoll's turn. Yeah.
Okay. Knoll's turn. Okay. This one's gonna lash out at you. Lorung.
Yay.
Does a
Does a
14 hit you? What's your armor class?
11.
That's a
That
hit.
hits.
He's gonna lash out with you. Just snapping jaws. Trying to get a hold of you.
And how much does he hit for? 5?
5.
Okay.
You take 5 damage.
Shouldn't that have been a 16 to hit then, Grace?
Ah!
Wait. Wait,
Because
what?
it'd be an attack plus his strength. If his
Oh.
strength is 2, then wouldn't that initial hit be 16?
Oh, I missed that detail.
It's all good.
Oh well.
What about the other 2 Knolls?
The other one leaps up onto your back. Perrin. Tries
I
the
mean,
same.
he's bigger than me, so...
Yep.
By a not insignificant margin, I might add.
I know. Make a strength check.
I have disadvantage, because he's bigger than me. Is he grappling me?
Is
That's athletics, then.
that's the one.
12. Shit. So 9.
Alright. So he jumps up on your backs, tries to knock you to the ground, snarling and snapping and like trying to grab your claws with one hand, the other hand raised up like he was about to try and club you. The other one joins him. Luckily, you stay on your feet. And he's going to make his attack.
"12 will hit me. Ooh.
Ouch.
So he's gonna bite me?
Yes.
So his fang, like, I'm like struggling to get the gnoll off my back, and like he bites into my arm. And
Yeah, pretty
Perrin
much.
And Perrin just freezes. So I only take half damage because I'm raging. And Perrin just like stops moving, and as the gnoll like sinks his teeth into his arm, Perrin, like anybody watching, Perrin is just motionless, just focusing on his breathing.
Still
And
not.
with that, Medigen's turn.
Okay.
What happened to the last null?
He jumped on my back.
Jumped on the halfling.
Who attacked him? This one jumped on his back. Oh, that one swung with the weapon. Okay.
Yep. Okay. Mr. P's moving the piece.
Where do you want to go?
I've never done this before, so I'm a little
All right.
lost.
Let me see what you have for weapons, because I'm not sure what
You can move 30 feet, which is 6 squares.
Okay.
But getting out of the cart requires 2 squares.
You can
Okay.
use your ice knife. If you want to, you can move up here and use your ice knife, or you can stay in back and use like a spell or one of your beast forms, whichever one you.
I kind of want to go into my direwolf form so I can try to knock that thing prone that has the elfling down, the halfling down.
All right, then
I'm
first.
not down.
Oh, okay.
So first
Muscled it off.
part, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would get you. Oh, I don't think you're gonna get too close to them. You can get in the same square as the orc.
Okay.
What's the direwolf speed?
It is. I have it right here. Sorry.
5, so that would be 25.
I think the direwolf speed is 40. So
40. And actually, yeah, you can get right up to it.
Correct.
10, 15. Yeah, you can go wherever you want here. This is the one I believe that's jumped on the back. So if you want to get right up on it,
Yes.
so right up here,
Yes.
Right. Let's
And
swap
now
you
you-
out for Direwolf then.
become the dire wolf.
That's not a wolf, that's not a wolf, that's not a wolf, that's not a wolf.
Here's where the pages and pages of notes come in.
Yeah.
Yes, because
Druids. There's a reason that Marissa Ray has a binder for Keyleth.
Alright. This is you.
Okay.
which attack are you doing? You're attacking this guy here, so.
Bite.
All right, so what's that? What does it say for roll?
Hit 2d3 piercing damage.
All right, so
Plus what to hit?
Plus 5 to hit.
So 1d20 plus 5.
d20 plus 5.
$18.
Definitely hit.
That's a hit.
All right, so damage is
2d6 plus 3 piercing.
Which one are you hitting?
the one that's on your back.
Can she hit the one that's on my back?
That's the one dead in front, I believe.
No, the one that tried to jump on him was this one.
Oh, I thought it was the other one. Either way, movement. He had enough to get there. I thought it was this one, but I'll move him there. If that's cool with you, Grace.
Let's see.
Hmm?
You can
I
get
mean, they're
here.
gonna swing at him. Well, no, they
No,
won't.
because they're entangled with you.
Yeah, if we circled this way,
2d6 plus what?
2d6 plus 3 piercing damage.
Plus 3.
Target's creature must succeed on a DC 13 strength swing throw to be knocked prone.
Nice.
so 10 damage
So
to
10
this guy.
damage. And
Is
I
he
think
still
that
alive?
would knock prone
Not yet. He's gonna make a save.
Yeah, he's gotta make a
if he
save.
doesn't make the save. That's what I'm saying.
Save. What's the save?
13.
No dice.
None. So no save. So he's knocked prone.
So he's off my back. The word drags him off my back. Hooray!
Woo!
Hooray for druids!
And thus 6 seconds have passed.
That's crazy.
All right.
That makes it my turn again.
Makes it your turn.
Okay. Just as an additional side note, I don't think my armor class is correct.
I'll check.
Because I have unarmored defense, so it should be 10 plus my dex modifier plus my constitution modifier, so it should be 15.
I got you, fam. I do need to tab over to this page really quick, though, and then I can hook you up.
I can just change the number myself, can't I?
Yeah, but I can also do this for you. Dunk. Done. There you go.
Okay. Regardless, I still would have been hit, so nothing changes from the past turn, but because it was a 16 roll, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I still would have been hit. I'm gonna take another swing at the knoll that I swung at the first turn. The one that's, how do I do that little ping thing?
Click and hold.
That one.
May I ask what happened to the cart driver?
He's kind of cowering by the horse.
Beatrice's standing over her like a badass in his mind, in which in reality he looks ridiculous.
I'm here to defend you. Yeah. You're smaller than me.
All right. I'll take another swing at him.
Oof. That 23 though.
Ouch.
I'm assuming that hits.
I'd say so.
God damn it, only 3 damage, really?
No, 7 plus 3.
No.
All right. Isn't that slicing?
It has 2 different kinds, though. If I'm holding it with one hand or with 2 hands. I'm holding it with 2.
Oh, so it's only doing 3. Shoot. There's no modifier for strength with an orc?
Yeah, that's with his modifier.
Ouch.
Yeah.
I think it's
Oh.
shit.
I'm
Rolled
not
a
entirely
1.
sure that's correct. Let me double check that.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he should. I think he can't roll less than 5. Nope. Apparently he can.
Wow.
Either way, you circle back with the axe and bring the thing crashing down on his skull. And it just flops over.
Yay! You killed it.
Yay for 3 damage.
Da, 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 da. 1 down, 2 to go.
Is that your turn then?
Yeah, I have nothing else
You
to
can,
do.
you can still move.
Can I like move? Well, I can't get in between you guys.
Sure you can.
Well, I can't go
Oh, no.
get like right in between. Yeah, I think I'll move. Holy shit! Learn how to do things, Mick. Like I can't move right in there,
No.
No.
but I could move like there.
Actually, you can because I'm a halfling.
So I could like,
I can occupy another creature's square if it's bigger than me because I'm a halfling. It's one of my abilities.
but I can't try and force myself between both of you.
No, because he's currently like locked into my arm. There's no space between us. You could stand over me. You could stand in my
Well,
square.
no, he's not locked into your arm anymore because the
That
druid.
was the other. That was the other
right?
one.
Ah.
I had one on my back, and then the other one bit me on the arm.
Okay, well I'm just gonna move to there and then I'll be done.
Alright.
Balrock.
All right, hopping up so I'm up high enough to see above all these beautiful people, and shooting at that one that's in between the orc and Karen.
This one?
See, that didn't look good.
That is a...
13, was that a hit?
That's a hit.
Wow.
There's an ally within 5 feet.
For 17.
All right.
And then back to my little hidey hole.
Wow, I do shit for damage compared to you guys.
That's why I said something's going to be wrong with that. I'm using a light crossbow and
He
pinging
only
from...
has 15 strength.
All right.
I'm a
Is that one
freaking
still alive?
I'm a freaking tank though.
I was going to ask that myself. That's a lot of damage.
You line up your crossbow again. Dart goes skidding across the top of his skull and just there's a sickening thunk of a crack.
Oh. Ow. I'm never going to get these darts back.
You only lose the dart on a crit fail, assuming you go retrieve it.
Ah.
And then there was one. Aaron, you're up.
Is that Null down the ground?
Yeah.
I want to curb stomp it twice.
Freaking love it.
Because per the rules, I can attack with a light weapon as a bonus action if I attack with a light weapon as my action.
Curbs.
I'm unarmed, so technically my fists are light weapons.
Technically, I guess that's called shot.
So I can attack twice.
Wait. What?
I'm technically dual wielding. If you dual wield, you can attack once as a bonus action if you attack with a light weapon on your action. I'm unarmed, so technically I have a light weapon in each hand, so I can attack twice, right?
If only you could see my face palm.
What? Is that wrong?
No, go for it.
So I'm gonna curve stop him twice. Just want to bring my foot down on his head twice, as hard as I can.
Go
And
for it.
because he's prone, I have advantage. Wahaha. Dunk, dunk. So 14 and 19.
Damage.
They both hit?
Yes.
5, so 7 plus 9. So 15.
Faster almost than the eye can see. You bring your foot way up and axe
Just
kick down on
Axe
him.
kick him. Nice.
You bring your foot up again a second time, it's not even necessary, you just pummel him some more.
I want brain matter all over the ground.
How do you want to do that?
I just want to keep kicking him until his skull caves in.
Okay.
Damn, I could use those.
Bam. Bam. Crunch.
And only then will I let my rage subside.
Alright. Somewhere in the cart you hear all of them. Can I come out? The lady that was driving the cart poke her head up. And you see Vitri there. I think we got the last of them.
I help Alira back to the cart. I don't say anything. I'm just like, my chest is like heaving and I keep my head down.
I'm going to get my bolts back. And
Oh, yeah, I pick up my darts.
search the bodies.
You want to search?
Most definitely.
Perception check.
Oh, I see. I'm trying to figure out all the
searching.
math and all this still. Like why the fuck this is doing this.
Do I recognize the armor or anything as local?
Do not.
Nice investigation of the body, maybe?
If you want, you can investigate the body, sure.
that crit.
Yeah, it did. What you see before you are three mangy, rule-covered, matted, dingo-like people. Their armor doesn't look local. It looks like it may have been looted from someone from the Desert Kingdom. At least as far as the armor you recognize. These very distinct scar-like patterns travel down one side of the face on each of them. Almost look like ritual scarring.
Anything on them that's useful?
Well, you got two ramshackle clubs and what looks like some sort of sword. Look, that looks to be in decent condition. One of them also has what's it called? What's the darn thing called?
Coin pouch? Water skin?
Water skin, that's it.
Turkey and cheese sandwich.
One of them has a water skin.
A discount card to the Mayo Clinic.
One of them
I'll take-
has a wine skin with something alcoholic in it. Possibly
I'll
wine.
take the wine skin and put it on my belt so that a certain person doesn't get it.
Also searching through the little nooks and crannies of the armor they've pilfered, apparently. You find
What do we
There it
find?
is. You find 15 gold.
Not bad. There's 2, 3, 4 of us, huh? That's going to split very nicely.
I'll take all of it if that makes it easier.
I don't have to split the gold with the halfling's children, do I?
No, I wasn't counting them.
How are the kids looking at me, by the way?
Beatree seems on alert. Less staring at you, more staring past you in case there's more.
Mm-hmm.
Elira looks alarmed.
I'm going to pick up the 2 clubs, hand one to the cart driver and one to Vitri.
All right.
That way they now have weapons.
Victory has weapons, but okay.
Didn't use any.
Coward in the cart.
Exactly, thank you.
To be fair, Perrin told him to stay in the cart.
Hey, all I saw was a kid staying by the cart. Maybe he
Poor
needs a
leadership skills.
As a no club. Added to my notes.
weapon. Exactly, thank you. It's a gesture. Come on.
It's a gesture.
Meanwhile,
That's
the
a
lady
light
with
way
the
to put
cart
it.
is sitting there, grasping the thing. It's covered in blood. She doesn't know what to do with it.
You just gave him a bloody weapon.
Yep. Figure it out the way the rest of us did.
Okay.
Should we get going then? He looks about nervously.
I don't say anything. I'm just like trying to control my breathing.
These are jackal-like, right?
Hyenas.
Halfling.
They look sort of like hyenas.
I'm going to yank some of their teeth and claws.
Am I steaming?
Literally speaking, no.
Like it's early spring. It's reasonably early in the morning, and we're in a cool forest, and I just like really exert. Okay, just wondering.
I'm assuming you're no longer direwolf form?
Yeah, are you going to drop Direwolf?
You can hold it for an hour.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it.
Because if so, you're probably not asking the halfling anything.
Oh yes.
I don't think you can speak except woof woof woof.
No, you can't. You can't speak.
You can or can't?
Cannot.
Didn't think so. Okay.
Well, in wolfy form.
So who's keeping track of treasure? Are we keeping track of our own or what?
Well, you keep it
Uh,
in
that's
an
a
item pouch,
Group
right?
at the end.
That's up to you guys.
Did we notice that, what's your character? Balrock was searching around and found stuff?
Right. Was Balrock searching, or was it the other guy? I forgot.
Balrock was.
Balrog.
What did that pop up as?
It'd be sleight of hand, not deception.
Oh, I did. I thought I did sleight of hand.
Nope, you did deception.
I'm
Sorry.
confused. What are you searching?
He's not. He's saying Mick said, "Did we see Balrog searching?"
Which is what we're about to
Oh.
find out.
I gotcha.
Actually, both of those would apply in both cases.
I'm not rolling against him.
So do I have to roll my perception against it? Is that how
If
this
you want
works?
to catch it,
Or you can use your passive.
yes. What's
Right.
your passive?
My passive?
Yes, your passive perception.
What's your What's your perception bonus?
12. My passive perception is 12.
Okay. Aaron, you notice it.
Hmm?
But you're
Yes.
the only one, apparently.
Okay.
Well, on the way back to the cart, I wipe my axe off in the local greenery. Then I just go back and sit down in my corner.
Okay. Um. Someone is looking for something specific on the bodies.
Yes, I was.
Teeth.
That's the one. Go ahead and make a nature check.
To get teeth?
Get them without crushing everything.
Mm.
Oh, the 22 was pretty nice.
You get 9 teeth out of it.
Beautiful. Multi?
The others are broken or stuck.
Alright. And it's 10 o'clock, so we're going to take a 5-minute break, guys. Go ahead and refill your drinks. Take a breather. We'll be back in just a little bit.
In a minute.
All right. Pug walk.